We're playing some Martial D Teach in OP09. OP09 for us is 3 weeks away. It's like middle of December, sometime around there. I don't actually know the honest date. But today we need to get ready. We need to get ready to play the most broken leader in the game if you are a good player. I'm the best player. You know me from all of my big wins at my local tournaments. No, but your on-play abilities don't activate. Sucks. But you're also able to activate main once per turn. You may well, I guess you probably more than once per turn if you want to trash more cards. Anyways, you may trash one card from your hand until the end of your opponent's next turn. Your opponent's on-play abilities do not activate. So you can stop your opponent from having on-play abilities, and that is insane. So in the OP09 meta, this leader is taking over. It's our first look into a leader that can shut off your opponent's abilities, and it really works with the lore of One Piece. If you don't know, he has this fruit that basically just nullifies all other fruits. That's the end of the story. That's how simple it is. So our deck is mainly just cards that do not have on-play abilities, our characters themselves, but we can play a lot of strong events. We can play some strong cards that have activate mains. I think you'll see this list, and I think you'll see it's pretty good. I did not take this list from any specific person. I've gone through a few different lists. It's just a mix and mash of everybody's. It's stuff I like. There's other cards you can play, and I'll show those as well. We'll start with Laboon. Laboon, you may rest this character. Activate main, rest this character. You see? Activate main. Give up to one of your opponent's characters a cost -4. I think this is very strong. It's really good for this deck, especially when you put it with like Q or some of our other options we have. Mon Cherie is another activate main. Rest this card. Return 2 cards from your trash to the bottom of your deck. Return 1 cost 3 or to 5 black character card from your trash to your hand. So if we already have this on board, tap 1 Dawn, we tap 2 for the turn to play it, and we can get back one of our strong 3 to 5 costs, which is mainly what we have, other than some of our removal options, our searchers and such. But I think this is really strong. It really helps in moments where you're just running out of stuff. Yes, you lose cards in your trash, but sometimes that's okay, especially if you've racked up so many and Burgess is already at 10k. You can go to 9k and feel all right. That's still super strong. If you don't know Burgess, you'll see it very soon. Jack is just an undeniable beast in the meta. I think this card works in the deck. A lot of new lists have actually cut Jack out of the card or out of the pool. I want to try it out today. I haven't played with Jack in this deck. I've always played it without it, so I'm excited to see how this is in the black matchups. This character has +4, super effective, an 8k body, really hard to remove unless maybe a Marco leader or something like that, depending on how that is. And also you can get rid of their on plays, so all they get is some rush. Oh well. You may rest this character, draw 1 card, trash 1 card, KO up to one of your opponent's 3,000 or 3 cost or lower. This is very strong when you put it with Laboon, you put it with Van Augur, which you're about to see does something similar to Laboon. There's so many just strong options. Van Augur, as I just said, you may rest this character if your leader has a Blackbeard Pirates. Give up to one of your opponent's characters -3 cost for this turn. On KO, draw a card. And that's super strong, which a lot of our characters do, is when they die, they draw a card. So we get the card advantage back once we lose the body. So losing a body, we get to draw a card. That's amazing. Jesus Burgess. No, Jesus Burgess. A lot of people call him Jesus Burgers. I'm down for that. Jesus Burgers, right there. This character cannot be KO'd by your opponent's effects. Very strong. This is the whole reason we play Liberation, which you'll learn in a second, for cards like this. If your leader is the Blackbeard Pirates type, this character gains +1000 for every 4 cards in your trash. They set this up for another leader for Blackbeard, which I would really want to see. Someone like a Van Augur, Lafitte, anyone else just in the crew. I think that'd be cool, but this also just works only with Teach right now. But just having that Blackbeard Pirates is really nice because I would hate to see this in the Lucci and make Lucci even better. So I'm glad they did that. Thank you very much to Bandai and Cardass. Shiryu, when attacking, draw 2, trash 2 cards, draw 2 cards. Super simple. You have to trash first, which kind of sucks. It's mainly just there for the searchable 2k counter. Stronger, you may trash 1 card from your hand in this character. If your leader has a Blackbeard Pirates type, draw 1 card. Again, replacing its self-filter, very good. Then give up to one of your opponent's characters -2 cost for the turn. Very good. So it's just -2 and it's a 2k counter. That's a win in my books. Doc Q, our simple removal that all of our opponents are going to want to swing into, and you get to draw a card. You may rest this character if your leader has a Blackbeard Pirates type, KO up to one of your opponent's characters, cost 1 or lower. Very good card right there. It's our easiest removal. Works really well with Laboon, Van Augur, both together. Dropping a 9 cost or an 8 cost. That sounds good. I like that. Now the most broken card in the One Piece meta now, currently and forever. Blocker, 10 drop 12k. Activate main if your leader has a Blackbeard Pirates type. Thank goodness this cannot work in any other deck. I would literally lose it, and I would quit the game forever. And if this character was played this turn, up to one of your opponent's leader's effects are negated for the rest of the turn. So they can't use it until until the end of the turn. Super insane right there. Then, up to one of your opponent's character's effects are negated until the end of your opponent's turn, and that character cannot attack. So basically, one body is just stagnant, sitting there staring at you, not doing nothing. And their leader effect, inactive, nothing's going on, womp. This card is amazing. It's one of the most overpowered cards in the meta, being a 12k stat line, and you can swing into them, do whatever you want. Get rid of their on plays. Chef's kiss. The feat. You may rest this character, look at the top 5. Rest the character in one Dawn, look at the top 5, grab a Blackbeard Pirates. We all know how searchers work. Super simple, to the point, whatever. I've seen this VV in a few lists. I saw someone playing it the other day. I can't remember who it was. Pause. It might have been, I don't even remember who. But I really like this more than Barto, even though Barto has a higher stat line. They're all chump blockers at the end of the day. You're not going to counter out with them. So, Trigger, play this card. That's crazy. Blocker, that's awesome. So sometimes this card can just win us the game, and that's why we play it. Because you could play a searchable one or something like that, but just having the ability to trigger this out, I think in a deck like this is really important. I found most of the time I wasn't playing my blockers, my chump blockers anyways, unless I really needed it. And if I was in that kind of game state where I wasn't just chain smoking Marshall D. Teach back, I was probably losing the game anyways. So I think this is just really strong. I think this can help us get back into the game or just win a game sometimes, especially with your opponent not expecting it. So if you can pick these up, I definitely would. I think this card's going to be very, very well played in the future. This card now, you should have picked up a while ago. This is a $5 single now. I think it's up to $6 maybe even. Trash the top 2 cards of your deck. KO up to one of your opponents, cost 5 or less. Super amazing card. This card works really well. Obviously, it helps us with our KOs because we don't have many cards that KO other than Doc Q and Jack. Jack we don't get till late game. Doc Q just gets killed, so we only get it. This is a one of. It works. No other Dawn investment other than 4 to kill something, and we trash 2 cards for our burger effect. Very good. This is my age. Look at the top 3 cards. Reveal 1 Blackbeard Pirate other than this is my age. Put it into your hand and put the rest into your trash. Stack your trash, draw a card, replace itself, and you find the cards you need. I like that a lot. Liberation, 4 cost. If your leader has the Blackbeard Pirate type, all of these are put to Blackbeard Pirate type. I really like that. I genuinely like that for this deck specifically. Other decks, that would suck buns. If you couldn't use pudding in every blue deck, I don't know what deck you would have it in. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is very good for this deck, though, because these cards would be so overpowered in other decks like Lucci, who would run rampant, and I would be miserable. So, anyways, choose up to one of your opponent's characters, negate its effect, and if that character has a cost 4 or less, KO that character. So either you can negate a blocker if you need to, you can kill a blocker if it's 4 cost or lower. This card is very, very strong. Those cards that have, hey, you cannot kill this card, you can kill this card. Super sick. I really like that, and I find that to be very unique and very needed for this deck. Finally, Hachinosu, obviously just the island where Blackbeard stays nowadays. This is his crib, his hood. This is where he's putting up his flag, you know what I'm saying? So trash 1 card from your hand, look at the top 3 cards, grab a Blackbeard Pirate, put it in your hand, then place the rest at the bottom of the deck. In any order. It should say in any order. It doesn't, but you can do it in any order. So, Marshall D. Teach, I'm super excited to see what we cook. I'm going to give you a little starting hand preview kind of thing, and then we'll go from there. This is my personal starting hand, other than some of these are transitional between the Van Augur and the Laboon. I just want to put 5 cards because you get a 5-card hand when you start. So, Laboon obviously is just going to give us our minus effects, which are really, really strong. And with a minus effect, you need something to kill it. So we get Doc Q right here. You may rest this character, and as you'll see, this all plays on curve, which is very, very good. You may rest this character, KO the 1 cost. That's very good. So we're killing their 5 cost. Whatever they play out on their 4 or 5 Dawn turn, if we're going second, play this on first turn, play this on second turn, whatever they play, we kill. Super easy, to the point, and it's rested, so it's not having them not swing our life, which is very, very good. We may save the Laboon, we'll let Doc Q die and draw a card, filter through our deck some more. Same thing with Van Augur, I'm just having this card later in the game. I prefer Laboon early, Van Augur late, but it's everyone's personal preference. Burger is just always going to be a great card. It can't be KO'd by effects, which is just spectacular. If you can drop 2 of these on your 8 Dawn turn and then go into 10 with Teach, and this card is stacked with your trash, even if it's just a 7k that they have to swing into, or they have to find a way to remove through that effect, and they have to trash it somehow, I think that's amazing. So I would say 2 of these, not bad for an 8 Dawn turn. That's what I prefer, but obviously it always depends. And then we have Lafitte. I think this is really important for your starting hand. Again, if you don't have something to be a pseudo blocker early and you don't really want to counter out of like 8k swing to body, it forces them to play characters rather than just doing the big swing to body in this deck. And in the same thing with Shanks, which we'll talk about when we do the Shanks deck list. You don't want to take too much life early. You definitely can, but you want to wait till your 5 to 6 Dawn turn to start taking that life to get cards in hand. But I like this really early, and also I like taking life a little aggressively after the 3 to 5 Dawn turns. I think taking that life gives you cards to pitch for your leader ability, and usually depending on what you're playing, those are the most important parts. Martial D Teach is one of the most difficult decks to pilot. You need to know when to use your leader ability, when not to. There's so much to play around with this leader, and then keeping your resources while losing your resources because of your leader effect and other effects. I think you just really need to be a good pilot. You need to take some time to really study this deck, learn this deck, watch YouTube videos on this deck. So I think you're in the right place. I've been cooking and cooking and cooking, seeing what I can do. Like I said, the only thing different from what I usually play is the Jacks. I might even throw 2 Devals in there. Honestly, it's a personal preference, but I find that card to be very strong, having Banish, double attack, or blocker on the turn you need it. I think if you can find a slot for that, it's really good. But this deck, you'll about to see me pilot. I think you just have to be a very high comprehensive player. And so if you're starting the game, this is not the deck for you, but this is the time to watch and learn to know how to play against it. With this leader, you really need to know what your opponent's game plan is. Like I said, win to leader effect and such. I know on Shanks to do it when they hit their 5 Dawn turn because of Yasop, but anything before that, not really going to have any effect. They're going to get their Searcher, oh well. They're going to get a Lucky Roo, oh well. Either of those are on plays. You not to do it in your first 2 turns, which a lot of teachers just start early. That's 2 cards you lose for no reason, so you really need to know the matchups to know when to do this. Same thing with Bonnie. I'd wait till a 5 Dawn turn. It's just you have to comprehend most decks. I would say usually just in general, wait till a 5 to 6 Dawn turn if you don't know what you're doing and you're just trying to learn the leader through play. But that's just my honest opinion. Anyways, let's get into some actual games. Subscribe, all that good jazz. Come to the Burlington Card Show right here, and we'll see you in the next one. Well, we won't see you. I'll see you in like seconds in the game. All right. Whew. Red, purple, Luffy. We'll always choose to go second. I think that's just our best curve here, and we'll keep this hand. Like I said, you see this, and you see some removal. That's all you really need. We have a Searcher. We have Liberation in case they play anything. I don't think they have anything we really need to negate other than blockers, maybe late game. Let's just do a simple search. Super easy, to the point. And let's grab... We could grab another Lafitte just to continue cycling through our deck. But I really don't hate Van Augur here because we don't have much lowering other than our 2k counter. And we can keep that in hand. So we'll do that past turn. He may swing into our life. He may swing Lafitte, the feet. He probably wants to play Zoro Joro here. And we may take that away from him just so he doesn't get the ramp, which it looks like he wants to do. So we can really play the control side of things. I don't want to pop this because a 5 cost could be important later. And we don't really need to get bodies on board. We don't need to swing his life either. I don't think we're stressed about it. Some people would say don't care that he's going to ramp. But he'll go to 5. He'll hit 6. Then he's going to 8. 8 is when we'll really start on playing. I don't know what he would on play at 4 other than maybe we could. It really depends. I think if we kill this, we don't. But if we don't kill it, we do, if that makes any sense. So I think that's what we will do. We will just play Burgess out. Go against what I just said, and we'll get rid of his on plays because I don't want him to ramp 2 extra Dawn this turn, which would be the 4 drop. And we're at this point starting to take life. This is the point where I'm like, don't take it first turn. Trust me, not worth it. Playing against this deck is a whole different beast, so he can get the Dawn from this. He's going to swing 7 and 8. We'll probably just take both. Like I said, we can be a little aggressive with it because we need cards in hand anyways. We only have 2 in our trash, which we can finger pistol this if we need to. It really just depends on what he wants to do. 9k? Sure, you got it, boss. I'm not stressed about it. I would love to see some kind of removal here other than Liberation or Shigon Finger Pistol. But Finger Pistol will give an extra K to Burgess, and then we can swing 6 and 7. So just to stack our grave in general. We could also just Liberation and then discard a card for leader. Then he'll gain the extra 1,000. But I definitely think Finger Pistol is the move here. We'll kill this, get the extra 1,000. Nothing to play for 2. We could always play the Stronger out now to get rid of whatever he plays next turn. But I just don't think that's enough minus. So we'll just go 6 in a face. Probably should have swung 6 with Burgess first, honestly. But he can't be KO'd by effects, so I'm not too stressed about it. One of those, just you should. You don't have to, though. It's not that deep. He did get the ramp, so he'll be going to 8. We'll be going to 8 next turn, so we're on the same curve nowadays. He does have the Beckman, but he knows the Beckman has no effect against us because of what we're about to do to him. And like I said, the whole reason we just took all of that, I think we'll just ditch the Jack. We could play him next turn, but again, we don't have any minus, so I think it's a good time just to get rid of Jack, black hole him, because we don't want a Rayleigh coming in. We don't want to see anything like that. He may just load up on leader and not really play anything out just to get rid of Burger. If he wants to do that to get rid of Burger, that's fine with me. I haven't played Teach in a while, so it takes me a minute to come back in the swing of things, as you might say. He does get to go to 9 here because of leader effect. On 9 Dawn, could go 7 here, 9 here, because he does have a rusher in the dragon itself. He won't get the 2 Dawn, but like I said, he'll just stack up, swing into this. He has 5 Dawn active. Probably a queen blocker, but even that won't have on plays. And we definitely don't counter out. Countering out there would be kind of silly goofy among us, and we don't want to be silly goofy among us. So on Juro, that's fine. We'll play this out for 4, and then we'll kill it. That's honestly fine with me. I don't think Laboon's a bad option. We could always just minus it down the stronger and do all that, but I just don't think it's worth it. I think I'd rather finger pistol, trash KO, stack our trash some more, kill that, and then we could go into life, especially while he doesn't have anything, but we definitely need bodies before we start chain smoking these 10 drops once we get them, so we'll just trash one for leader effect, trashing. I don't hate the blocker, but I definitely like having liberation as an option. It just depends on how long it's going to last for. Being our only removal, though, I think that's important, so we'll trash the blocker and pass turnover. I just like having the Van Augur, especially going to 10 without the 10 drops to drop. We can't swing his life again. 6k leader. What can you do? He's going to give the Frenosuke rush. That's kind of crazy. This is a tough matchup right now, and only because we're not drawing the cards we need. So I think we take, use trigger, and now we're Jay chilling. No problems. I was like, what do we do here? I don't want to counter out of this. So now it's only 1 card versus 2, and we'll just get rid of it. Who cares? Are you stressed? I'm not stressed. I'm chilling. So, light work, no reaction, as they say. We definitely get a burger on the board. I think we should probably swing first into this. He probably doesn't have a ton of counter left. I don't see us using Liberation to kill Frenosuke, though. As good as that may be, it's not good at all. So 4, that would be 4, and then this would be 2, or 1. So then we have 1 extra Dawn. So we could just swing. No, we don't even have to play this stronger. We could just Laboon minus. We don't have a Doc Q, though, which sucks. I don't know if we have to kill him, honestly. It sounds like a good option, but also just having all these bodies on board, I'm not against that either. So let's just swing 6 at it. It's only a 4K, and see what he does. If he counters out with 2 cards in hand, we'll swing the 5. I don't care. I am stress-free. See, I got rid of all my anxiety. I'm chilling now. So we drop this, drop this. We may even rest this just so he swings into it. I think we get rid of Liberation here and we just pass it over. Like I said, we took aggressively early. Getting a 10 drop would be very, very good right now, but we don't get it, which kind of does suck. The thing is, his 10 drop Luffy doesn't work. We're building up a board. We have all the minus effects we need. We just don't have anything to really kill any of it. So sometimes you just don't draw properly, and that's just something you have to live with. Sometimes you're just the worst drawer. As you see, this guy, he is very, very strong. We will 2k counter out of this. We'll just use the Shiryu. We don't need him. He probably 8 drops, I would assume. 10 drop on play. Well, that doesn't work, does it? So, we'll just swing 6. I think he knows what's coming. We call that a top deck. We'll just swing 8. Yep, that is what it is. We'll drop this guy down. We'll let you know what he does. I will nullify, get rid of this. And then, no one plays for you, brother. Now you can see we're in a very advantageous position because we did get the Martial D Teach. He can swing into this. He would have to put probably 10 Dawn on it to really get it. We have nothing in hand, so he can just put 6 on it, use 4 to drop a blocker. We're not really scared of a blocker right now. I think that's what he has to do. But you see 6, perfect math. He's going to swing into the Burgess, and we're just going to give it up. You got him. I'm not giving you a Martial D Teach for a burger. That don't make sense. This guy's going to eat all your burgers. You know what I'm saying? So he's trying to choose what to swing into. Obviously, the burger. Easy choice. Let's top deck another Teach and just really show him how it's done. If we did that, I would feel very happy. He does get the blocker. Ooh, that's 7. This is 3, 4. He'll be 3. So I think we can go, what, 8 into life. He has none active for a 1-drop event. So let's swing 8 here. I don't want to swing the teach just because that would suck. So I think if we swing 8, he'll probably give us the blocker. Maybe not, though. Even if he doesn't, we're not really stressed about it. He does give us the blocker. He doesn't know. Minus, play, draw 1, trash 1, KO. Your turn. You got it. What do you do now? I got rid of all your scary things. He's getting more cards in hand. Oh, we didn't leader effect. He got on plays now. Play, what are you going to do on play? Because we have no cards in hand. We couldn't have on played, honestly. There was the draw 1, trash 1. Not much you can do. He does get the Beckman on play, which kind of sucks. He's kind of cooking with our board. But he only has 3 Dawn. We just block out of anything he swings. And then we can kill this with ease. He does get rid of the Laboon, which was the right option there. And I think he knows we're smarter than this. So just block. We may have taken just to draw 1 card, but I'm not really stressed about it. Look at top 3. Grab a Van Augur. Play Van Augur. Rest. Draw 1, trash 1, KO. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, we could swing the 12 into life. Probably not a bad option at this point just because he has to win next turn. But I think we don't have to. Especially with him countering out 2. What else could he have left? He does know that we could swing him, which is the option. So it forces him to put 6 Dawn on anything he wants to kill. So he only has 4 Dawn to play with, or he gets 0 kills on board. Other than with a Beckman, he would have to top deck. Maybe, I don't even know. Even Dragon doesn't really scare me. So minus draw 2. So he's only got 5. So no matter what, we get to block out of it for free. Super strong. We can kill this with just these 2 and then start swinging more bodies into his life, leaving our teach still as active. Light work. No reaction. He'll have 6 Dawn now. Ooh, forgot about leader effect. Did not think about leader effect. So he can kill just about whatever he wants. I think if he swings the Jack, we just let him have it. It is what it is. Necessary evil for the game. I think we can start really just going for his life now. We'll see. Ooh, we could see what we get, but then we're wasting Dawn. I think we just go... Well, we need all 3 to hit, don't we? So I guess we can't really do this. We would need to find a blocker. We don't have a searchable blocker. We've already put this here, so 8. I don't know. Doc Q could have worked just because it's an option. I think we go 8 again just to really check his hand. Because that still gives us 6 Dawn. 6 Dawn, this is 2. He's looking at some trigger. What is your trigger? Plus 1k to leader. You, my friend, are brilliant. We're not in a position to really lose here, so I guess we can search the top. We'll grab a burger. We'll play out a burger. We'll swing. Probably better to go wide here just because... Oh, we can't go wide here. We'll probably better to swing leader here just because it forces him to really go for us. I think he could obviously go for the win here, but 2 hits and we block out. If he goes for the win, we just swing at his life, and we should be chilling because he'd have to swing the king. He'd have to swing the leader. He'd have to swing the king, and then he'd have to swing a rush unit. The rush unit can just be blocked. He doesn't have anything to stop us from blocking, and he's not at 0 life, so we're not scared of Roger. We just need to know we can't go to 0 life. Does that make sense? So he'll block her up again, -1, draw 2, and then he now has 6 Dawn again. So this is kind of perfect play for him because we have been able to trash cards. Could have just Lafiited into doing that. So he can kill 1 body on our board. We can just stack all our Dawn on Lafitte and win the game. Should be good. He's gotten to filter his hand, so he probably has a good amount of counter now. Let's at least hope for the guy. I'd feel a little bad for him if he doesn't. He gets a Gum Gum Giant. Ooh, that's not fun. That is a 4K counter if you don't know. So he can only put 5 on his leader. We block. Chillin'. Or he can split between the queens, and he probably loses. So he has 2 Dawn active. That's telling us he probably has 2 of them. We block out of that, no problem. Now we're forcing you to swing if you want to. That's a top deck. Let me tell you, that's a top deck. We don't even have to use Van Augur because it just negates the effect. So we can stop the blocker. I guess we can search first. We could just go for the game. I don't think we have game guaranteed though, so I think we should search. Look at the top 5. We'll grab a 2k counter. That doesn't do much for us. We could go for the kill just on one of the blockers, but I think we just swing. Let's swing the 10 and see what he does. We're not really stressed about. He's just prolonging the game. This will force out one of the He may have left up 2 just in case he gets another one because he knew no matter what he wouldn't connect. It really just depends. If he has 2, he has 2. He trashed the 2k counter. That's telling me he does have 2. But that does not mean that he has other counter. So I'm not against... Ooh, so it could be another one. I think we vibe check him here. We do 4, because we don't have to tell him we have liberation. You know what I mean? We don't have to tell him. We'll go 10 again. We'll vibe check him, see what he gets. The beautiful part is we still have a Van Augur and Liberation active. He does go ahead and block, so that might be telling me he doesn't have it. And even if he doesn't have a guaranteed game. Let's do it. Negate the effect. We'll swing 6, and then we'll swing 6 again. I guess we didn't really go for game there. Depends on what he does. If he just takes, we just swing 12 or 13. If he doesn't, we swing 6 again, and then we can choose to swing 12 or not. We get to play around what he actually has in his hand, and if we burn every card in his hand and he only has 1 blocker, he has to go for game, which game is not guaranteed because we have 2 life and we leave the blocker active. So that's why we're doing it this way. We'll swing 6 again. If he takes again, we just go for game. We win the game. See, he had to take. So we know he has no counter, 2 cards in hand, no blocker, game. GG's to my opponent. That was a fun one. You got to see the Blackbeard plays. You can see how you go down to 0 cards in hand. You just have to play around it. You just have to be the player. And I played. I'm the pilot. And I'm taking this ship down. It's just a Luffy kind of night, I guess. So we'll go second. We get the feat. We get This Is My Age. We have minus. We don't have KO. I think we mulligan that. Now we have 2 searchers for our first... We're getting whatever we want, I guess. We'll take Doc Q here. I think we just keep doing this and see what we get. And we'll take a Liberate. We already have a Liberation, but we already have a stronger 2. But more minus wouldn't be bad, especially with all the KO we already have. I don't think we need another Liberation, not against this deck. And then on his 3-Dawn turn, he'll have a 4-Dawn turn, I guess. He'll get the on-play. We could go ahead and stop his on-plays, which honestly I'm not against. Let's stop his on-plays early. This will stop all his searchers, his -1 blocker, law, whatever we need. I've never played a purple Luffy, so I don't really know what to do here. And let's just take the life. We'll be a little greedy here, but we already have 7 in trash. He has Kamazo. So Kamazo, if you don't know, return when Dawn is returned on your field, KO one of your opponent's 2 cost or lower. We don't really have any 2 costs or anything he can kill, so we don't need to kill it right now. I think we can just burger. Super simple. And then leader effect. Leader effect will give us minus. I want to keep this just to get more cards in trash, so I don't really think we need the Doc Q per se. We don't need the 2K counters either. How greedy do we want to be? I really think this would be good just for getting burger higher stats, but we don't have to. It's, again, just greedy. We didn't swing leader. I got so caught up in everything going on, so this can't be killed by Kamazo, and he doesn't have any minus effects, so stress-free, light work, and easy is what I would call that. 6 Dawn, he can go to 7 and play a Luffy Taro. Do it. I dare you. You can play a Sanji. Do it. I dare you. So we're going to have to counter out of this one. The only reason, like I said, he could play the Luffy or the Sanji, which doesn't get rush. I did forget about that, but that's okay. So we can -4. That's 4 and 2. The only thing we could really kill right now is this. We don't have to kill it. Because again, 4, 2. 1 and 2 doesn't kill anything. 1 and 2 doesn't kill anything. We could kill the Sanji instead. But then if he goes minus next turn, but he won't, because he won't have on plays. So I guess we could go stronger into... No, that's only -2. And we can't play Liberation. So this is kind of a tough spot right here. Because he can't go minus Dawn, so we don't have to stress losing any of this stuff. We will swing 5 at lead first, just to start us off. We have 9 in trash. We won't have 10. We have 9 in trash. We won't have 10 by the end of the turn. But we do need to turn off his on-play effect. So I think to do that, we really need to pop the Liberation now. Just because if we play all these bodies out, we're kind of just stuck. With less cards, if that makes sense. But I also just like having Laboon on the board. I like having Laboon. I like having Doc Q. Let's just swing 7 at life and see what he does. We're really out of hand size, so he does take the 7. He's choosing to trigger or not. We'll do this, and then we'll trash one of these, and he gets no on plays. He'll probably swing into the Burgess, thinking I have 0 counter. I got counter, brother. I got counter. I wish we had a way to kill the Sanji there. That's the only thing that kind of cooked me on that one. His 9-drop cooked me on that one. His 9-drop Linlins don't have effect. His 9-drop Linlins don't have effect. His 9-drop Kaidos don't have effect. Nothing goes minus right now to kill .Q, so we're sitting in a really good spot to get the kills. We will take right here, and we'll get a Jack. Jack will be good for next turn. Ooh, he's forcing me into the block, but because now he can load up, or he can swing our life really heavy, and I think we have to kind of play into it because we have the removal for next turn. In the Jack, but the Jack will only remove one thing, but the Burger will remove a lot. Countering would give us more cards, but then we lose the Burger. He could just swing 7 at the Burger. He doesn't know that though, but that's what he's trying to play out. It's like if we take this, he's gonna swing our life. I think we take it, bait him into the life. We now have our 10-drop. We take again, call it a day. And now he gets to play a kid. And he gets to play another Kamazo. Kid and Kamazo, not too stressed about it. We can minus and kill this for free. But then we need stronger. No, stronger wouldn't kill. We need to kill the Sanji. So -4, -3. Is there a way to kill this? Probably not. So let's kind of think about this. We definitely go 7 here. We definitely go 7 here first. -4 here. Play the Jack. Draw 1, trash 1. So that's 7. We only have 1 left. And with 1, we could play the Stronger. But the Stronger doesn't really do much for us. -2 doesn't really kill anything with the .Q. The .Q's killing... The .Q's not killing nothing. The .Q's chilling this turn, I guess. This one's a tough one. I'm not going to lie to you guys. We got rid of a lot of our minuses earlier. We could always, minus Liberation. Minus Liberation. That would be 4. I don't know. Because we can only KO one thing this turn. It's looking like with the minus we have. Because we could Stronger. Well, we could just Liberation the Kamazo, the active one, and then we could. But then we can't Jack. We can't Jack the Sanji. We need to kill the Sanji because -5 with the Stronger. So Stronger and Laboon is -6, and Laboon is -6. .Q kills. So that's what? 1 Dawn. 1 Dawn. Liberation 1 Dawn. Liberation kills a 4 cost. But we don't get rid of the kid. We need to get rid of the kid first. But we don't have any more minus after that. I think we just go for the Sanji. I think that's just the best play. We are at 0. Draw 1. We'll draw 1. We'll trash 1 being the... We don't need 2 burgers. We'll kill this. And then we'll go I guess just 6 here. And then we'll go 7 there. He's gonna have the counter for it, or he's gonna use the blocker probably. We definitely just need to remove board though. The issue is we have to leader effect. Ditching something, and we really need the counter right now, but we really need the 10-drop for next turn. He'll probably block in 2k out of this one as well. At least if I was to assume. Again, this is a weird matchup I haven't played yet, so he gives us 2 cards on accident. But we're still gonna leader effect. I don't care what you do. That's on you. We'll pass the turnover. I think he kind of just wins here. I think he just wins. Because we 2k, 1, because we 2k, 1k. We only have 2k counter left. So 7, we have to take, no blocker trigger, and then he just puts the rest on leader, and he wins. That's a weird matchup, man. He really had no counter. I guess we could have gone more face than board. It's just weird. I haven't done that one yet. New matchup, new leader. Let me know what you would have done differently in the comments below. Now this is a fun matchup. Shanks, if you don't know, you may activate this character or this leader. Your opponent just gains minus 1,000 power on one of their characters. And you can choose any character you want. Kind of saucy, kind of nasty. Kind of saucy, kind of nasty. So we're going first here. Really good to get this. Get to search the top. We'll go ahead and grab the 10 drop and pass turnover. We don't really have any second turn plays. We could go ahead and establish a blocker, but I don't really think that's worth anything. You know, at the moment, because then we can't swing his life. Not that we really need to. We obviously have the burger for turn 2. I think we can actually. A blocker wouldn't be bad. It's just easily removable against this deck, and I think going for his life early may be better. And that loses more counter in our hand with only. You know, 2 no counters. Like I said, we don't leader effect here. He just plays Laboon, so it's the same thing as if we would have played the blocker by countering this turn, because we know what he can do next turn. And I'll show you. Right here, Lucky Roo, get ready. You've seen it before, or maybe you haven't. If you don't know what Lucky Roo does, if your leader has the Red Hair Pirates type, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 6,000 power or less. We don't want that. We don't want to see that. We don't want to deal with that. I don't want that. So we can either burger first and then kill it next turn with finger gun because burger can't be killed, which I think is probably the best option. So again, this guy just can't be killed. And we're gonna swing 6 in a life because he can't just no counter. The reason we didn't swing last turn is, again, he just gives leader minus 1k and calls it a day. We'll play burger out. Super simple. We'll discard a card, which is going to be the Mon Cherie. I don't think we need it at this point in the matchup. He'll be a 6k body, can't be KO'd by your opponent's effects. Yasop obviously doesn't give him anything extra. And we'll just start taking here. This is where we start taking. Not too worried about it. And then we'll go 2k counter. We don't want to take too many. Now we can finger pistol. Down his Lucky Roo, and then start swinging more aggressively into his life. We could always swing the Lucky Roo first and see what he does, because we do have 3 extra Dawn. So if he gives us Lucky Roo, we can kill Yasop. So we'll go, well, we should have gone 6 again. With burger first. We didn't. That's okay, though. So a 1k counter out. We'll put 2 here. We'll swing 8 here. Do you want to counter out of that? No, you don't. And then we'll kill the Yasop. Leader effect, easy peasy, and I kind of like having on their burger. We'll get rid of the 2k counter. We're a little greedy. 10 and trash, 2k on this character. He gets no on play effect, but he can kill a 5-drop or lower. And I think we just take here. Super simple, to the point. So we can give it -4. This is 2. Ooh, 8 Dawn. That's all we needed. Let's go. That's the perfect top deck, the one that I wanted to see. So we're going to kill him. We have 1 extra Dawn. Which we can put on leader. So to swing 6, so we can't just get rid of it. So 6. Then we'll go 7. And you can kind of see how this matchup plays out. If you play this correctly, you can beat Shanks every single time. So we'll just get the perfect top decks. -4. Play Liberation. KO. Leader effect. We'll discard. Again, another burger, because he's probably going to 10-drop on this next turn. We 10-drop after that. Super simple. 10-drop scary. Super simple. 10-drop scary. Gets rush. It is what it is. He will be able to swing 5 into something. He should actually drop the 10 first. He'll be able to get rid of our Burgess, which kind of sucks. But it's just one of those things we have to deal with. It would have been nice. It would have been nice to have one of those blockers from earlier. But he does not. Ooh. You can kill that guy all day. Honestly, you should have swung our life. And I don't think we have to do this anymore. We can get a body from trash, play it on board, which I would say is probably a burger, because the burger is going to get through both of these. We don't need a 10-drop. We need a 10-drop when he 10-drops. So we'll play out Mon Cherie, rest Mon Cherie, or 2 or we're returning stuff first. So we're returning stuff first. So return Liberation, return this, and then we'll grab a Burgess because he cannot kill the Burgess. So we'll get to play the Burgess for. Four here. So we'll have what? 4 extra. 4 extra. That sounds like me. 7 and a whole 9. So 7 to face. Whole 9. So 7 to face. Probably a block out if you want my honest opinion. These are super easy to kill. We could have gone for something to minus. We could have grabbed a Laboon to just kill one of these guys, but then he just kills Laboon. Again, we went for a non-KOable body, and I think that was a little more important. So we could just minus 1, 2K out, and then we swing 9. He blocks out with Baccarat. Baccarat's really strong though. But it's also really easy to get rid of. So if it comes down to it, and we do have to start chain smoking this Marshall D Teach, we'll do it, and we'll give this no ability, because he loses the block. You don't get the tragic card to give 2K for anything, and he just calls game. I think we really had the board there. We did have this, which would have been not so great. It doesn't really have a great trigger. But yeah, we had these coming up in life. We could have searched for the next turn, grabbed another Burgess. I think we were in a big chilling spot. Again, we had no cards in hand, but he did not. He found this 10 drop, KO up to one of your opponent's characters with 10,000 power or less. He can't KO our characters. He doesn't get on plays, so Beckman doesn't work. This doesn't work. Otama doesn't work. We're chilling. He had all these on plays other than this one. I mean, that's just a good game. I'll tell you right now, this Doflamingo matchup is very, very, very difficult. Very difficult to play right here. You don't have enough resources to go against the aggression, even without the on plays. So I don't even know what we want to see here, but I don't think 2.Qs and a stronger is what we want. I definitely don't think 3 Shiryus is what we want to see either. He chose to go first, so obviously he can leader effect on his next turn, and it guarantees on play right here with the Sengoku. It's the only time he'll get to use it for the game. So that's probably how it is. You can choose not to, leader ability. He doesn't get to stack the leader ability. He doesn't get to stack the life, so we may not even leader ability on the 3-Dawn turn. If he luckily hits a Jinbei, GG's. Like, there's not much you can do in that situation. He gets the Boa in hand. He could play the Teach to get the leader ability, which is the only thing that's kind of scaring me. I'm not gonna lie to you. So, I don't think we leader ability on this first turn, though. I mean, if he's just taking a blind rip, he's not playing the Teach. I think we're chilling. If he plays out his 2-drop Teach against us Teach, that is what it is. What can you do? Luna, what can you do? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Someone get this man. Oh my gosh. I called it. Oh gosh, why have we been in this bottom corner this whole time? My bad, guys. I keep forgetting. And I got my little wings going on. Holy cow. Yeah, you're about to see how hard this matchup is. This is one that, like, since everyone else plays a what's his face deck. Yeah, we'll swing 5 at a Jinbei, he'll get a free block, but noob check him. See if he's paying attention. You got this one. He may counter. You never know. We do have a ton of counter in hand, which is one nice thing, and a blocker. I just don't see us developing this blocker right now. We have no minus, and this is the worst hand possible. There you go, buddy. We drop this, drop leader ability, we'll drop a blocker. I don't think we'll need the blocker. I mean, honestly, it is what it is. No abilities, but we are developing bodies on board. That is the biggest thing you have to do against Doflamingo. Yes, the 10 drops are nice, but any deck that goes wide kicks Doflamingo's behind. So he can 4-drop, Teach effect, have no cards in hand, but establish just this nasty board this turn. So he could technically Jinbei into something, Teach effect here, get 2 on here. Oh, he can't Jinbei into something, I black hold him. But he could play out a 4-drop, He could then use Teach Effect to play out a character from the top of his deck, which is most likely going to be a Warlord. I don't know. If he's got my luck, it probably won't be. If you guys want to break down on the Doflamingo deck, just let me know down below. You know, I think it's a great deck. It's very fun to play. Not really fun to play against, honestly. We'll see what he does here. I do think he should. We'll see what he does here. I do think he should Teach Effect and guarantee it. Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I just said he's going to Teach Effect. Get the 2 Dawn. Even though you got to stack the top. You got to see if you liked it. Even though you got to stack the top. You got to see if you liked anything. If you didn't, hey, do it like this. Gecko Moria. Get another body on the board. And we're not going to counter out. We'll use that though. That's very good. We'll grab another Burgess right there. It's about all we're gonna find, it seems like. And yeah, that's pretty simple, I guess. Our Burgess is almost up. We'll counter out with 1. And then we're gonna counter out with 2. I don't think we can keep taking life that aggressively, which kind of sucks. We don't have any removal, so whatever happens, happens kind of thing. So we have 4. We'll swing 6 here. You're about to see the technical plays. So trash 1. Oh, we already had enough in our grave. Well, never mind. No technical plays here. We'll swing 8. We're gonna take out the other boa here, hopefully, and then we'll get another burger on the board. We're just doing what we can while we can, and then we do have to lead our ability, because if not, he gets a ton of resources. So we can't 10 drop on him yet. We can't really counter out him much either. So we have 2 whole turns of him developing bodies like this. Yes, he's ran out of resources. We're trying to starve him out, but starving out a Dofi is hard when they get 5 more cards in hand. You have to do it all again. When they get to 3 life, you have to do it all again, even after they get just 2 cards. Oh, so imagine he would have had the on plays right there. He gets the boa back in hand, plays that, stacks deck. Like, it's crazy. The value here is crazy. He may just go for the Burgess because he can. He may also, if he's a smart player, what he does is 5 in a life first, 5 in a life. See what I do if I counter out. I mean, that is what it is. So he's kind of just vibe checking me, and so I don't think that's the smartest play. He wants to get 2 cards out of hand, but he could have done that with the 5. If I take, he could swing 7 into life. That sounds like a better play to me. We'll counter out. I don't want him to know that we don't want to get rid of it. You know, if I'm giving him a 2K for that, he may be like, dang, this guy wants it. He'll swing 7 again. Into 8. You got him. Putting that Shiryu into our grave. Plus 1K. I told you guys you would see something smart. And you just saw something smart, alright? So, thank me later. We'll search because we really need to. I need to find something good here. We could get another burger. Burger's not going to do much for us. We definitely need to get rid of some of his bodies on board. That Teach is getting him so much value right now. So I definitely see us getting rid of the Teach right here. And that's kind of just what we have to do. So we'll tap 4, get rid of this. He only has 1 card in hand. So we know 7s are guaranteed. So we can clear his whole board. 8. You gotta take it. You got to. It's part of the game. 8. And then we go 7. Nice and easy to the point. And then we start chain smoking these guys right here. So leader ability, trash 1, pass it over. No one plays, but we got his hand down with the Teach. He used it so much, but then we finally got rid of it. So we could have gotten rid of the Gecko Moria, but again, I think the 2 Dawn is just so much stronger. Maybe not when you don't have so many bodies on board, but he can't stack his deck, which is very nice. But he can swing our life. Take, no trigger. Yep. Oh. Yep. Oh. 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 He's trying to get another body on the board. This guy. This freaking guy. Yeah, I think we'll just take that. I think we'll just take that. Not really stressed about it. We're not really stressed about it. We can super easily clear the board too, which is nice. We'll vibe check him with going 5 here. I really want him to just leave it alive. Or, ooh, we can stop the teach effect actually by killing this. But we could also start getting some into his life, which would be kind of nice. So I think that's just what we have to do. We definitely have to get rid of this teach, though. We have to get rid of one of the bodies here. And I think we can easily... I mean, get rid of the big body just in case. And then we can just nullify the teach effect. Kind of chilling. We definitely have to kill the body on board, though. It's just one of those things. You gots to do. Because, you know, if we're dropping this and he has 2 swings, it's kind of game. The issue here is he just, you know, nullify leader effect, do that, trash 1 in hand, which will be a 1k counter. We might have wanted to trash this just to guarantee to save this, but there's still no way to go for game next turn. We just don't got it. He can swing 10 at our face. We have to block out. And then it's just a time game. How many teaches can we chain smoke until, you know, he gets tired of doing 10 at our face? Honestly, I think we win that War of Attrition right now, depending on how many cards he stacks up. But the thing is, he'll be drawing cards every single turn. So, maybe not. He does play Jozu. Jozu sucks because now, he doesn't get on plays. I forget how my leader works. Sometimes I just forget how my leader works. Alright, hey. It is what it is. We will, play another one of these. So, 5 at your face. Take. Counter, you're crazy. 8. And then we leave both the blockers active. The issue is if he finds a perfume femur, we're cooked. We'll stop leader this, and then we will. I think we just have to go for game next turn anyway. So we'll discard this and make sure we have the 3k counter. Maybe crazy, but if he swings 10 with this, I'd rather have the counter in hand just in case. Perfume femur kind of would suck. Right now, though. If he perfume femurs, we just lose. Something we couldn't play around in this matchup. We are kind of cooking. We're getting very lucky. This is just Doflamingo matchup. I'm telling you, the Doflamingo matchup, not good. It's not good for Teach. It's just because no matter what, they have so many bodies they spit out on board, and we just can't keep up with it. I think maybe playing a Soap Sheep would be good, but even then, that only lowers it by 2, and then so .Q can't even kill it then. You would need 2 Soap Sheeps just to lower anything. And the chances of having that are very, very low. If you have an idea on what to do for Doflamingo matchup specifically, like say 90% of the meta in OP09, is Doflamingo, which it won't be. It'll be a lot of Shanks and stuff like that. You see, it would be nice if these were 2-2Ks. So he's stopping us from being able to go for game next turn. Not very cool. We obviously have to block her out. 2 2Ks, we win that game though right there. Like literally right there at the time. It's game. So let's go 9. Can you counter out? Let's go 9 again. Can you counter out? Let's go 12. Can you counter out? How toxic would it be to just go 11 with this just for fun? Let's go 5. 1, 2, 3. If I lose this game, it was for the memes. If I lose this game, it was for the memes. Just to be funny, if I lose this game though, because of it. Okay, we're good. We're good. That's a little BM, dude. GG's to my opponent. Holy cow. Doflamingo's a tough matchup. That was stressful. Doflamingo's a tough matchup. That was stressful. We kind of just leader affected every turn. We chain smoked the freaking we chain smoked the Marshall DT right there. We're chilling. That was really lucky getting the burgers up early. Really helped. He should have gone more for board, I think, but you know, as Dofi does, he just went at our face until he couldn't, and we won. That's game. We won. That's game. All right. We have to end it off with a Vegapunk. We chose to go second here to give him the benefit of the doubt. I think we keep this hand. Crazy, I know. But I think we could give him first anyways. Just because we can. This is a very interesting leader. And one that I think will play very interestingly into Teach. The thing is with our Teach, it's a 10-drop that first has to cut off their leader ability. Cutting off their leader ability is very strong, but it gives them an extra swing. If they know that, we're kind of cooked. You can swing with a Vegapunk leader if it has no ability. I bet you didn't know that. He's probably playing my list. Whoa, buddy. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, I can't swing. I guess we can just play this out for free. Get a free search here. We will grab a... This is stronger. I wouldn't mind getting more. We could get more searchers just because we can. The benefit's really there. We don't really have a 4-drop turn other than Laboon. I think if we're going to drop Laboon, I think we can have the options for this or more searchers. I think searching would be better for later on the 6th turn. And then we'll just pass it over. He gets an extra life here. He should have played a life. He should have played a card as active. Telling me he may be a new Vegapunk player. Oh my gosh, I'm getting the VV Theory mustache issue, man. VV Theory, I love you. But the mustache issue is real, brother. The mustache issue is real. We get that little... I don't even have a big mustache. I don't got what you have, you know? If you don't know VV Theory, YouTuber, does amazing content. You should definitely check out what he does. Everything VV Theory does is very interesting. Very good. He's just a good guy. He seems like a good guy. I like that guy. I wish he would have been my teacher, you know? Oh my gosh, what if we feat the feat? We could triple search. No, we can't triple search. Okay, let's save the feat for later. We don't want to finger pistol Lilith. I don't think that's worth it. I think we just 5 at life. And maybe we figure gun Shaka. Just go ahead and get him off the board. So 5 at face. And let's get rid of Shaka. I don't really want him to have the 2 swings. Doesn't really sound fun to me. And Shaka is just one of their main bodies. If we play anything, he probably just kills it. So, kill it, get more bodies and trash, and let's start leader building. Leader building. Black hole. He can now no longer use his Namis, he can use the Luffy, which is very strong. Into our 4-drop, so we need to keep that into consideration here. He can get rid of our Lafitte. He can get rid of the feet. We can get rid of our Lafitte. He can get rid of the feet. We really don't want him to. Darishi, so he gets to draw. So he gets to draw 2. Literally just a draw 2. Grab a Luffy. Grab a Edison. He gets a 2K counter and a 1K counter. He still has leader ability, which is very obnoxious. It really just depends on what he plays. If he plays something out, or if he uses, another life. He has a ton of cards in hand. Darishi, I'm so ready for that card in my Vegapunk build. Will you get rid of the feet? He gets rid of the feet. This guy's kind of rude. This guy's kind of rude. Getting rid of my feet like that. I think we definitely play the burger here. So we'll swing 5 at his face, see what he does. He probably counters, more than likely. I don't think you want to go down to 2 already. Maybe not the brightest idea. We don't have any removal, so I think maybe we feet first, and then if we don't find anything, we burger. But we can't comfortably Laboon right now anyways. We only saw one Luffy. He could have more. Trigger? He's going to have a trigger. We could also play both feet just to, you know, see what we get. Like I said, it just depends on what we get. Because if we find a dot Q, we could 1, 2, and then 3, and then dot Q for 6. So no trigger there. Let's search. Let's see what we can find. We don't find a dot Q. We find a stronger. We may go for that just for the 2K counter. We may go for the searcher just to have a searcher later. And more cards in trash, especially if we're dropping this Burgess right now. That'll give us 2 cards in trash, leader ability. 1. That'll put us up to 8 on our next turn. So I'm really not against that since we're going with the Burgess strategy, and I don't mind, you know, kind of where we're at. Let's get rid of those leader abilities. Let's drop. I don't think we need to be greedy and have more Laffites. I do want to get more cards in trash anyway, so if we're going to search, we might as well do it with that and pass it on over. Easy peasy, sneezy deleezy. He kills that. That's fine. We now have the Burgess, so all we have to do is leader ability. We will obviously drop this first, depending on what we get in hand. Some removal would be very, very nice right about now. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Another Dorishi. Draw more cards. This is insane. I love this card. I think this card's going to be amazing. He gets the Usopp. Very interesting. I really do think this card is good. It's a 2K counter, and you can give one of your leaders or characters plus 2K. We black holed you, so that didn't really do much, but you get to develop a body here and gain a life. Exactly as I expected. Draw 2 cards. Very, very strong right there. We don't have any removal yet, so I think we will see what we get. We are not finding the removal we need, so we'll grab another 2K counter. What can you really do? We're dropping this for 4. We don't really have any other plays. We could go and play a stronger, but I don't think that's worth it. We know we're playing this for 4. That gives us 3 extra, so I guess we can go 7 here. If he wants to counter, we'll go 7 here. If he wants to counter, we'll go 8. Nope, he does not want to counter. He wants to draw 2 cards. You can draw 2 cards. He's playing a different build. I don't really play the Robins in my build, but when you have Dorishi and all this, I mean, you're a yellow deck. You are actually a yellow deck for once, and I respect that. We almost forgot the leader effect. I don't think we need both of these. And I kind of like Laboon right now more because it's the -4. And -4 is exactly what you need. -3, we can only kill Lilith. -4, we can kill any of the 5 drops. So, black hole. No one plays. No Yamato. Womp womp. If he doesn't play Yamato there, though, or if he doesn't gain a life here, he plays like a Yamato or something for 9, and he doesn't gain life, we're just going crazy at his face. I'm just telling you that now. We have 5K counters, so if you want to swing my burger, I'm countering out. We need one more. So as soon as we drop one more card, keep that in mind, guys. So if you have 11 cards, as soon as you counter out 1 card to trash, he gets plus 1K. So if he swings 8 here and we counter 1, that's 9. Does that make sense? Because you counter 1 card at a time, technically. Whenever we're playing in person, we just drop both cards at the same time. Technically, what you will need to know for the future, this is how it's done. This Vegapunk matchup is going to take forever. My girlfriend's going to be home by the time this happens. If that happens, we'll have to call it a day and we'll be cooked. Cooked by the lady at home. We have not seen the 10 drop yet. He hasn't swung our life either. I would really like him to swing our life. I'm not going to lie to you because this is going to take forever. This is the one matchup that I'm like, dang, brother. Dang, brother. He could also play the 6 drop Nico Robin, but that doesn't really do much for him. You want it that bad? You got it that bad. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. You're not going to see me doing that. You're not going to see me doing that. We have to continue cutting off these on plays as well, which kind of sucks. Because he has so many strong on plays to remove our characters. Of course, he can't remove Burger right now, but just the searching, the whatever, like, it's very, very good. So it's very, very good. So all we can do here is play Laboon. We might even play Shiryu just to get more bodies on the board. Shiryu just to get more bodies on the board. And discarding 2 cards to draw 2 cards sounds very, very good right now. So we will just swing 8. So we will just swing 8 here. Well, let's think about this. 4, 3. That gives us 3 left. So yeah, we'll go 7 here. We'll go 7 here. And then we'll go 9 there, forcing more cards out of hand. So if we were to go 8, that'd be 2 2Ks. If we were to go 8 and 8, that's 2 2Ks, 2 2Ks. 7 is 2 cards, 2K, 1K. 9 is 2 cards. So we're done swinging. Just gonna play this, leader ability, play this, leader ability, pass turn. He still can't swing pass turn. He still can't swing our life. Super annoying. He has so many cards in hand too. Pudding. Make me black and pudding. Make me black and blue. Pudding. Please. Please. Pudding. That would end the game right now. I think he would just forfeit. If you could pudding this Vegapunk right now. Dorishishi is so strong. The Nico Robin's just +1. Like, this whole deck build in general, insane. In OP09, I'm so ready for this, guys. I'm telling you, as soon as you get access to Dorishishi, a 3-drop, it's better than Bonnie. Just don't even a 3-drop, it's better than Bonnie. Just don't even play Bonnie anymore. Honestly, it just takes the place of Bonnie. So Bonnie. Yeah, I would definitely say just replace the Bonnie. Ooh. I honestly think we just play Burgess. Because we can't even use this. You may trash 2 cards from your hand, draw 2 cards. We can't even use that right now. Or we just trash these 2 and draw 2. I think we might honestly just pass turn here. The only issue is he'll get the swing. We're just not getting any removal here. And I think just getting out another Burgess would be really good. And then we can just get rid of his on plays. I mean, that's really all we can do. Kind of just sucks, but I don't really want to swing. He would get the on plays. I mean, obviously if we black hole first, he doesn't get the Lilith. Or whatever he wants to do with Rayquaza. But I'm kind of fine with him gaining more life. Just getting rid of the stuff in general. Is very good. The issue is how many cards he has in hand. This is a Vegapunk player. This is a Brainiac. No on play for the category. That's fine with me. He knows he can't lose right now, so honestly, if I'm him, I'm just developing another body right here. Just as he does. Again, with no removal, it is what it is. Give me cards, please. Please. All right, I'm about to show you what this does here. So we are going to go actually start swinging at his face. I know that sounds crazy, but trust the process here. Trust the process here. We will go 5 at your face. I just want to test this out, honestly. I have no idea how this even plays out. If he just cooks my whole board, I'm just going to quit. This is taking way too long. Way too damn long. Oh no. ... I think he knows what's happening. I think he's caught on. I think he's learned a few things. I think he knows. We'll go 5 at your life. What you gonna do now? Oh, he takes. Rayquaza. Shaka. Ooh, smart guy. 8 at your face. What you gonna do now? The thing is, he can clear our whole board after this. 8 at your face again. He blocks. 10 drop. 10 drop. Effect. Effect. Nullify. Nullify. Block. He can't really on play anyways, so maybe we just leave the on plays. Just to have the extra 2k. Just to have the extra 2k. Because, like, what is on plays gonna do? I mean, he can remove bodies then. What is on plays gonna do? I mean, he can remove bodies then. Nah, let's do it. No, he can remove bodies then. Nah, let's do it. No on plays. We should have done that first, actually, just in case. Oh, no! That sucks. I want to tell him to swing leader, but I don't. He can clear our whole board now. I mean, he can clear one of the Burgess. He can clear one of the Burgess. And then it really depends on what he can develop. I mean, he can gain a life. He's kind of chilling. I think we can gain a life. He's kind of chilling. I think we just have to go for game on this next turn. Be really aggressive about it. We know he has another Rayquaza because he did leave one active, or you can assume that. So I'm assuming he wants to put 2 on a character to swing. He can go well, he can't really do much because we have 9k bodies. So he'd have to go 3 on Brook and then gain a life, and then he could not Rayquaza. He could play a Rayquaza, but if we stop his on plays, he'll obviously get Shaka there. That'll be a free block. The math just is not mathing for me. I guess you could have that. I guess so. I guess you can. 9. I guess you can. 9. Yeah. I guess you can have that. Swing leader. Swing leader. Please, I want to see it. Please, I want to see you swing leader. Please, I just want to see it. You can attack with Vegapunk. I want to see it happen. I'm pretty sure you can attack with Vegapunk. I just want to know. I want to know. Please. Tell me it's not broken. If you stop his effect, he can swing. If you stop his effect, he can swing. We know he's gonna gain a life. Edison. Draw 2, trash 2. He wants to get that filter. I like that. 9 at your face. What are you gonna do now? You draw 2, trash 2. That's right. Draw 2, trash 2. Very smart, because you can choose what you want in your hand. Drop a Yamato. What do you drop? I thought it was trash 2. Oh, Darishishi. Very fair. Very cool. If we go 5 here, we can go 9. 9 and 10. I think that's the play. I think that's just the play. 9. Do we get it? If not, I'm just gonna leader ability again just for fun. If we don't get this, we know we can kind of go into more options, but we're kind of cooked at that point anyways. Honestly, if he counters out of this one, that's telling me he couldn't have gotten out of 10. Ooh, wooey, not fun. Look at the top 3 or the top 4. That'd be nice to have a blocker right now. We will grab this. And then we'll swing, what, 9 at who do you want to kill? Who you want to kill? Brook, because this guy will just replace himself, because he has 2 or less life. Leader ability, why not? He's going to swing our body, swing our life, and that's probably just game. The Raigo on the 10 drop was very smart. This guy's a good player. This guy is an amazing Vegapunk player. He plays the control build. Which I do actually like for what he has going on, especially in this meta against the Teach and such. So going against control decks like Shanks, it's a little more difficult. So I mean, the ways he's played, I mean, it just works. Honestly, I'm really impressed. I'm really impressed. I enjoy what he does. He can go 5, 7, 5, 7 would be 1, and he'd still have 7 active. He could even rush ace at that point. He could even rush ace at that point, and then still gain a life after. Just to get all the swings in because he knows we're gonna take. I do like this rush ace. I don't like this Brook. I find this Brook to be very underwhelming. If your leader has the egghead type, your opponent has 6 or more cards in hand. Your opponent discards 2 cards from their hand. Not very good, honestly. Honestly, not very good. Why'd he go 9? Sure. Why not? Why not? I guess you can just if you have no other plays. You know, it's really hard to say because if you really just don't. Know what his life is. How long do we want this game to go for? 5 at this guy. 10 drop. Effect. And then leader effect. Not that leader effect really matters at this point. I would say we are what the kids call cooked. So, even if we block out, he swings the teach. That's just what's gonna happen. So, if we don't, because he can just go what 5? Because he can just go what 5 here, force us to take 7 here, force us to take 7 here, force us to take. And then he can stack all of the other 8 Dawn on, or he can do 7 Dawn on Katakuri. Even with 2 cards in hand, it's almost guaranteed. Unless it's 2 2Ks that we have to block out and take. And then if not, he still has 1 Dawn. You see what I'm saying? You see the math there? So like I said, take. Use trigger. Sure. We'll prolong the game even more. We'll do it. Oh, he can't swing the Katakuri this turn. I leader ability. Lilith can't do anything either. That's nice. Well, he can gain a life. That's neato. Let's get another 10 drop. Let's do it. Let's do it. We're dirty. We're nasty. Ugh. I don't like that. Okay. Well, I don't like that. Okay. Well, I would say this is what the kids call a cooked. So I think that's just game. I think they just got it. I'm just gonna let them know. You got it, bro. Jeez, 1 card. He would drop 8 drop. 5 would have gone through on anything, but still, even with that, the game's just prolonged in a state that, you know, he kind of just has the advantage in because he just kills the teach, and then we have to develop another body. He just, you know, he can't really kill it with these, but he can develop the big bodies. Well, we're not developing anything. Yeah, GG's to my opponent. That was a fun one. Vegapunk's fun. I don't like the hate. I love this deck. I don't like the hate. I love this deck. That was fun. Let me know about what. Let's move the face cam. Let me know what you thought about that deck profile. Honestly, underwhelming performance on some parts. I think the Jack is just unnecessary. I think it'd be better to have more removal options for. Other cards. I wish we would have saw more dot Qs. That was my only issue. Is consistency. So maybe that's why you play 4 of this card, 3 of this card, or maybe even 3 stages, 4 of this to see more consistency. Dropping these 2 down. Manchuri came up once. I don't think it's a necessary card. It's maybe a one of just in case you need it. And you find it in your opening hand. You can have it for later. But yeah, I think the deck is very fun. I think the deck is very fun. I think if you like an interesting control deck, this is it for you. Like, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. And let me know your comments down below.